A late-night collision between a passenger jet and a U.S. Army helicopter near Ronald Reagan National Airport has claimed the lives of 67 people, as authorities work to recover victims from the icy waters of the Potomac River. A preliminary report from the Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, revealed that air traffic control staffing was not at normal levels during the incident, raising concerns about operational oversight. Key findings on the crash. 1. The air traffic controller handling helicopter traffic was also responsible for managing landing and departing planes, duties typically assigned to two separate controllers, according to an internal FAA report reviewed by the New York Times. 2. President Trump has vowed a thorough investigation into the tragedy while also using the moment to engage in political attacks on previous administrations. What we know so far: the collision. 1. The crash occurred at approximately 9 p.m. on Wednesday, the 29th of January 2025 as the aircraft approached Reagan National Airport. 2. The passenger jet, an American Eagle flight, was carrying 60 passengers and 4 crew members from Wichita, Kansas, to Washington, D.C. 3. The military aircraft, a UH-60 Black Hawk helicopter, was conducting a routine training mission when it collided with the commercial jet. The plane's flight path. 1. Just moments before impact, air traffic controllers instructed the pilots of the American Eagle flight to change their designated landing route, switching from one runway to another. 2. Audio recordings between air traffic control and the pilots indicate a last-minute course correction. The victims. 1. Among those on board were several prominent figure skaters from the United States and Russia who had attended the National Figure Skating Championships in Wichita. 2. The flight also carried friends returning to the East Coast after a duck hunting trip in Kansas. 3. The 2 commercial pilots, both in their early 30s, had extensive flying experience. 4. The Army helicopter crew included a female and male pilot, along with a male staff sergeant, all of whom perished in the collision. The pilots. 1. Robert Isom, CEO of American Airlines, confirmed that the jet's pilot was highly experienced, though further details have not yet been disclosed. 2. Army officials confirmed the deaths of all 3 service members aboard the UH-60 Black Hawk. Investigation and initial findings. 1. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy stated that both the plane and helicopter were following standard flight paths and that communication with air traffic control remained intact. 2. The weather conditions were clear at the time of the crash, ruling out poor visibility as a contributing factor. 3. The FAA and National Transportation Safety Board, NTSB, are conducting a full investigation into the cause of the mid-air collision. Political ramifications. 1. The crash presents one of the first major crises for the new Trump administration. 2. The incident occurred just one day after Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy was sworn in and during Pete Hegseth's first week as Defense Secretary. As the nation mourns the 67 lives lost, federal investigators continue to search for answers, with officials expected to release further updates in the coming days.